What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and I don't know why this isn't one of the #1 news stories in America right now. But did you know that there was an attempted attack on a nuclear power plant right here in this country last night? Did you know that there was an attempted attack on a nuclear power plant in South Carolina last night? If you've heard about this or you knew about this, let me know down in the comments below. And if you didn't hear about this and you had no idea this happened, also let me know down in the comments below. Now, what I find very weird is that there's not much information about whatever transpired last night. There's not much information out there about this situation right now. And it's weird to me because, you know, I'm covering the ongoing conflict over in the Middle East with Israel and Gaza and Lebanon and you name it. It's crazy to me that it's easier for me to get information about what's going on in a war across the world. It's easier for me to get information about that conflict than it is for me to get information about something that happened not too far away from me. South Carolina is like 2 states above me. I'm in South Carolina all the time. I can't get much information about this. Yeah, I can get information all day about what's going on across the world. Now, the scariest part of this situation is that the suspect or the suspects, they're still on the loose. The authorities have not found them yet. And I don't know what their motive was. I don't know what their plan was. All I know is that when you pop up at a nuclear power plant acting crazy, that's nothing to play around with. And it's something that we should all know is happening. But let me go ahead and dive right into this article. Authorities in South Carolina are seeking a person of interest a day after a man drove a vehicle through security fences at a nuclear power station. The incident occurred at the Oconee Nuclear Station Thursday night, according to the Oconee County Sheriff's Office. A man operating a silver 2002 Toyota Camry approached the restricted area twice, though never accessed the plant, officials said. The driver also attempted to hit a security truck with a guard in it while exiting the plant, police said. Sheriff Mike Crenshaw identified the person of interest as Doyle Wayne Weisenhunt, age 66, of Locksburg, Arkansas. He is wanted on drugs and weapons charges out of Arkansas, the sheriff said. Investigators are working to determine if Weisenhurst was the driver of the Toyota Camry. I want to pause right there. So your suspect is this 66-year-old Weisenhurst dude, right? So if that's your suspect, then why are you still working to determine if he's the one that was driving the car? That's your suspect. It sounds like they're kind of unclear right now. I mean, I would think that you would say, hey, this is our suspect because you were able to determine that he was the one behind the wheel trying to carry out whatever he was trying to carry out. Yet they're saying, oh, we're still trying to determine if this is even the guy or not. Yet here's the suspect. I don't know. I find that kind of odd. It seems like they're getting ahead of themselves. But let's go forward. It's unclear why the driver went to the nuclear plant, the sheriff said. The driver of the Toyota Camry first approached the nuclear station Thursday evening, then drove away when security asked him to leave. About an hour later, though, he returned and drove through an administrative gate. After the vehicle struck the pop-up barricades that security at the plant activated, the driver backed the vehicle up and proceeded down a dirt road where Duke Energy security blocked the vehicle in, according to deputies. The driver then drove through a fence after attempting to hit the security guards. The driver then reportedly drove out of the exit of the plant, where he attempted to hit a security truck with a guard in it. The man drove into Pickens County and pulled onto residential property on Jones Mill Road, where shots were fired. The homeowner told authorities he fired warning shots at the vehicle, and then the suspect drove away. The Toyota Camry was located Friday afternoon in Pickens County, but it was unoccupied. The nuclear station reported the security incident to authorities around 8:05 p.m. Thursday, the sheriff said. No one was injured. So, I don't know what's going on here, folks. None of us know what's going on. But, you know, we've been talking about this a lot on my channel. Or I reference it a lot. I mention it in plenty of my videos. That I think that things are going to start getting really, really crazy leading up to this next election. And I think the past few weeks kind of shows that. You know, we had that chaotic incident that took place not too long ago, and it took them a while to locate the suspect, and he happened to be, I believe, dead in like a garbage bin container or something like that. But now we have this dude that's supposedly 66 years old in a 2002 Toyota Camry who tried to carry out some type of crazy attack at a nuclear power plant, yet authorities can't find this guy. This is a 66-year-old man in a 2002 Toyota Camry. How far could he have gotten? Authorities have no idea where he is. Authorities had no idea where his vehicle went. They couldn't locate him. They found his vehicle just today. But if you go 6 miles above the speed limit, they'll find your ass in a heartbeat. All I'm saying here is, folks, that I think things are going to start getting really chaotic. We're going to start seeing a lot of crazy things unfold in our country over the coming months. Maybe, you know, a lot of these things that happen are going to just be crazy people acting out. You know, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of tension in this country and in the world overall right now. And you got to think that if these people out here, there's a lot of mentally unstable people out here. And the crazier the world gets around them, the more emboldened they'll be to carry out crazy acts of violence. But then at the same time, you know, you kind of wonder what's really going on behind the scenes. Because one thing that all of these people seem to have in common is that the FBI and law enforcement, they know about these people before they carry out these attacks. They already know about these people. They already know that these people pose a threat to society. Just like the last event that I was just talking about. The guy had threatened to do things. The guy had gone to a mental health facility. Everyone knew that he was a threat to the public. No one did anything until he kills, 18 people? And then, oh yeah, we heard about this guy. Yeah, this guy, you know, threatened to do this. He said he was going to do this. Yeah. So it's a common theme in many of these attacks that we see here in America and many of these crazy events. It's a common theme that law enforcement agencies, FBI, you name it, they already know of these people. They already know that these people are threatening to do crazy things. And sometimes you have to ask yourself, are they influencing these people to carry out these attacks? Are y'all the little bird in these people's ears encouraging them to do crazy things? And you might think that that's on a conspiracy level. You might think, oh, that's a crazy conspiracy. But I assure you, it's happening. Look into it. Read up on it. CIA, FBI, they often are online influencing people to do crazy things. And then they arrest them. And the crazy part is, most of the time, they allow the crimes to take place before doing anything about it, even though they know that the crime is going to take place, because often they're the ones that plant the seed. There's a lot of crazy people in this country. There's a lot of crazy people in this world. But I can guarantee you that some of these crazy people stumble down crazy dark paths on the internet, and they find themselves unknowingly in communication with FBI and CIA, who influence them to do some of the things that they do. That's why there's certain periods of time where you see these upticks of crazy events. And leading up to this election, we have a war breaking out in the Middle East, and we're going to see a ramp up of protests, attacks, violence, crazy acts throughout this country. They're going to make sure that we are as unstable and divided as possible. And I just want you all to be not only aware of that, but be prepared for that. Move accordingly. React accordingly. You have to be careful. You have to be aware of your surroundings at all times. Even more so heading into this next year. I'm telling you right now, if the last couple of weeks have been any indicator of what's to come, then you know things are going to ramp up. Now, as far as this attack goes, I don't know whether or not we should take it really seriously or not. I mean, we are living in some very scary, interesting times. And when you have wars brewing, overseas that are involving us, and you see things like this happening, you wonder, are we being attacked from the inside? But then again, like I said, this could just be a crazy person acting on their own, or this could be a crazy person that's been influenced by some entities, some agencies out there to do crazy things. So who knows what actually transpired here? Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. Who knows where the guy is? 66-year-old in a 2002 Toyota Camry, yet he's able to dodge law enforcement. No one can find him. No one knows where the hell this guy is. They got the license plate number. I'm assuming they have him on camera, yet he's still out here on the run. Maybe he's going to pop up at another power plant. There's already been rumors that he was spotted at a different power plant before, but I don't know how true that is either. So we'll just have to wait and find out, and that's the weird part, is the waiting. Oh, we have to sit here and wait as y'all craft together a narrative and figure out what you all want to let us know about what transpired in South Carolina last night. But if I'm able to find out more details, I will let you know in the future. But for now, let me know your thoughts about all of this down in the comments below. While you're down there, if you're feeling generous, you can drop a super thanks, or you can support my channel for totally free by sharing this video on social media, hitting that like button, subscribing, ringing that notification bell. And as always, I'll talk to you all very soon in the next video.